Hi guys! So today I'm thinking I'm going to be doing a reading on a group that I've surprisingly never read before, and that's going to be Blackpink. Again, I've never read Blackpink before, but I heard, I just really fucked up that shuffling, my bad. I heard that they are going to be having a comeback together as a group. I'm not sure when exactly it's supposed to be. Not sure if it's supposed to be next year or what. But it's going around, you know, the streets that Blackpink are gonna have a comeback soon. Why am I dropping my cards all over the place? That is not a good sign. But yeah, and also all of them, well, except for Jisoo, are having like solos out right now. Lisa had her 2 big solo releases. Jennie had Mantra, which I really liked. Rosé released Apartment, which I thought was super cute. I don't think Jisoo has released anything solo as of yet, but hopefully she will soon. But yeah, so I kind of want to look and just see what's going on with them. I'll pull a card for each of the members, and this hopefully is just a simple little reading. Kind of giving you guys a break from all of the new jeans and hype stuff. We're going to talk about something else. And yeah, I feel like inevitably they're still going to end up here. Inevitably, it's still going to end up here. I just watched something that said that New Jeans is going to go to Jennie's label. Don't know if that's true, but we'll see, I guess. We will see. Alright. Like I said, I'm going to pull a card for each of the members, so I hope you guys enjoy this. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We have Jennie, Lisa, okay, Rosé, and Jisoo. Oh, okay. Alright. So, we're going to start with Jennie. Jennie's the Magician reversed. That's all about, like, manifestation, living through your power. I think that Jennie's in a good spot right now. You know what? I'm actually going to pull... I wasn't going to do this. I'm actually going to pull a couple more cards for her. I might do it for all of them. Who knows? There's only 4 members, so I think I can get away with it. You're not really be able to see that. Okay. If you can't see that well, my bad. I'm trying to keep the main cards in focus. It's the 6 of Pentacles reversed, the High Priestess reversed, and the Moon reversed. So, the thing with Jennie is I feel like there's some sort of knowledge being kept from her. So I see Jennie as being very generous. I feel like she's giving a lot to people at the moment and not really getting that same thing in return. That's what the 6 of Pentacles is all about. The Moon reverse is all about secrets. It's interesting that she showed up as the Magician, but when I pulled more cards, the High Priestess reversed is here. So it just tells me that Jennie's perception of things is not correct. It tells me that there's something else going on behind the scenes that she's not aware of. This kind of feeling, it's almost like she has this kind of nagging feeling in the back of her head that she's being used by somebody, but she can't quite, she doesn't know. She doesn't know that information. She's not privy to it. So it's like she kind of is feeling like, man, I'm putting in a lot of work for this, but it's okay. it's what I want to do, but there's things being kept from her. I'm gonna move these out of the way just so that we can get back up here. We're gonna move on to Lisa. Lisa is the Five of Wands reversed. It's about conflicts kind of coming to an end. So I see Lisa kind of going back to a more peaceful version of herself. I don't know if she's had issues with like anybody publicly. It seems to me like it just seems to me like she's not as fiery, not as aggressive, not as quick to pop off as maybe she once was. I can pull, of course, for her again. It's the Emperor reversed. Oh, the Empress. There's something up with her parents, I think. I know she has, like, pretty well-off, well-known parents. Huh. That is very specific. Because we have the Emperor reversed. That's dad. Very controlling. We have the Empress, mom, very nurturing, caring. And we have the Six of Cups, which is all about the past and nostalgia. She's feeling nostalgic. She's feeling very close, particularly with her mother. But her dad is here too. But her dad, I think she has more issues with. I don't know. It's almost like her conflicts with her family is to a much lesser degree now. It's like if she had a bad relationship with her parents beforehand, it's kind of being patched up right now. Which is nice to see. That's good for her and not what I expected. But those three cards together are very specific, and they tell a very specific story. That's definitely mom and dad and her kind of remembering like memories she has with them. And it's like healing almost. It's like healing from like past trauma or generational trauma even. Yeah. So she's very surprisingly turned off to like the internet and the world right now. She's more interested in her personal life at the moment. Okay, we're gonna move on to Rosé, who is the Four of Cups reversed. She's kind of got this bored, I'm kind of over this, apathetic kind of energy. She that's weird. Didn't she just have an album drop? That's weird for someone who just had an album drop. She's like, ugh. Being in her energy feels very like, ugh. The Eight of Wands reversed, the Chariot, and the World reversed. You know, I think that things have really slowed down for her. I wonder if part of her feels a little, what's the right word for this? I don't want to say like a wrong term. Maybe a little annoyed that her other songs, because again, she just had like a solo album drop. I think there's a part of her that feels annoyed that the only song that got traction, like real, like genuine, like it hit the charts, was Apartment. I think there's a part of her that feels annoyed about that because I think this is probably one of the first times that she had full, complete creative control, and the world wasn't here for it. The world's reversed. Like they liked Apartment, but when it came to everything else, they didn't tune in. They didn't listen. And to her, everything else was so genuine on that album, and she spoke so earnestly on that album, that the fact that Apartment is the only song that got widespread traction, it just kind of pisses her off. She's like, this is the song that I put the least into. So she's kind of in kind of a slump because of that. I think, let me pull a bit more for her. Okay, so I don't know what sign Bruno Mars is, but if he's, Cups is water, I think. Not sure what sign he is, but the Justice card is here, so that's like fairness. What's fair is fair. Can't really argue with what's fair. But the Judgment card is reversed. So it's like she's judging the fairness of this release being so big. She herself, listen, I love the song, but she herself feels like this song did not deserve the praise that it got. She's judging the people who opted to listen to this song over her other songs. This is coming from her, not from me. I like Apartment. And that, I guess that's the issue, is that everybody likes Apartment, but nobody really paid attention, aside from her fans, of course, to the other songs. Those songs didn't get as much glory as Apartment did. And she's like, it's a feature with another artist, a very, very popular artist, and some people might call it fair, but I don't see it that way. I will say that to put haters and antis to rest, because I know y'all are going to be lurking, I genuinely see the success of that song as being, like, completely fair. I don't think there was any sort of weird media play. Honestly, I don't think that, especially Spotify, likes K-pop that much. They like it, but there's... If Spotify had it their way, they would push, like, Western pop stars left and right. And they don't really care about the international stuff as much. I see it with, like, Hype too. I see it with BTS too. So don't even start. I'm saying that I don't think any of them really get a lot of benefits from Spotify. So I don't know. I don't think there was anything fabricated here. I think that the success of that song was genuine. I think people genuinely just liked that song, just kind of vibed with it. But she didn't. Well, it's not that she hates the song. Let me rephrase that. I don't think she hates the song. I think that she just thinks that this was a silly, fun, kind of unserious song. And she would have preferred what she would deem real music to go viral instead. And that's making her annoyed. She's just annoyed. She's annoyed that the song that she had the least to do with is the song that's popular. Because the thing with Rosé is she really, really wants to be perceived as a songwriter and an artist. And she feels like when her work is only praised when there's a feature on it, and she didn't do all of the writing on it, she wasn't like the main person, it makes her feel like she's equating herself to just that, and she feels like she's more than that. And I agree. I think Rosé is a very good songwriter, and I've listened to some of her songs on her solo album, and I thought they were really good, and I thought I think that she's great, but she feels like it doesn't get the praise it deserves. Let's move on. We're moving on to Jisoo, which is the Tower reversed. So that's, I'm pulled for all of them, so I gotta pull for her. But I would pull for her either way. Because, what? The Tower reversed is like narrowly missing catastrophe. It's like something bad happened and you're rebuilding afterwards. Or it's you missed out on something really bad happening. So I definitely have to pull to see what that's all about. Opportunities. Yeah. She missed out on a pretty big opportunity, I think. Yeah, she's over it. She's kind of over all of it. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. The Seven of Pentacles being reversed tells me that she feels like her hard work is being overlooked. Things that she put in, and it is funny because she's the only one that hasn't had a solo in a while, right? And I just assumed that was by choice. I just assumed that Jisoo was more laid back than the other girls and just didn't really care as much. I'm not trying to say that she was like not into being a K-pop idol. That's not what I'm saying. If she wasn't into it, she wouldn't be one. What I'm saying is that she always just seemed more like go with the flow kind of person. Like, just kind of, whatever happens, happens. But she's actually pretty mad about something. She feels like she's not getting her flowers. How ironic is that? She's not getting her flowers. The Ace of Wands being reversed. I mean, yeah, it's definitely opportunities being taken. Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily a case of she's just not getting opportunities. I think an opportunity was taken from her to somebody younger. I wonder. I don't follow Baby Monster or Meow. Is it just pronounced Meow? Mio Vivi. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't think any of their songs are like Jisoo coded songs, right? They're all kind of like zany. Although I haven't listened to any of Meow's songs. I have heard some of Baby Monster's songs, but they're not Jisoo coded at all. But it something that was supposed to go to Jisoo got taken from her behind her back and given to a younger, fresher group or person. Yeah. That's what I see there. Yeah, that's pretty clear cut to me. I mean, I don't know what it could be. I mean, it might not even be music. It could be like an acting opportunity. I know she's into acting, so it could be that she got passed up for somebody younger. Jisoo's not old, but if they wanted like a teenager or something instead of like a young adult, sometimes it can be passed up for things like that. So I'm not sure exactly if this is about music. I just know that somebody went behind her back to do this. This wasn't something that was really... Yeah, it just wasn't something that was really privy to her until it happened. It wasn't until she, saw that song or that show came out or whatever and realized that she didn't get like the opportunity she thought she was gonna get. She didn't get the song she thought she was gonna get. It's like if somebody presented her with a song and was like, this could be your next like solo, and she's like, oh cool, awesome, and then like a week later a group comes out with that song. Or it's like she goes to an audition and they're like, that was really great, you know, we'll give you a call back, and they never called her back, and then the show comes out and there's somebody else on there. It's something like that. It's definitely like, yeah. So I think at the moment she's just trying to kind of refigure out a new strategy after kind of being pushed off to the side. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna leave that there because I don't really see anything else. I think I've said everything that needed to be said. So I'm gonna leave this here, and if you guys like this, please let me know, and maybe I'll do more Blackpink reading in the future. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!